Back in the 1980s, this right in front of us was the center of controversy. We are right inside the Louvre Museum in the common area, where it's a area called the Carousel, Le Carrousel, where there's a series of different shopping areas. And this is one of the mini pyramids designed by Chinese American architect I.M. Pei. It was the center of controversy because it was extremely modern, contemporary glassy steel structure built in the middle of one of the most beautiful buildings in all of Paris that comes from many hundreds of years ago. But nonetheless, people warmed up to it since then, and here we're seeing it inverted going downwards. Let's walk around the exterior of the Louvre. Let's see how it looks like, and then go and enjoy the beautiful sculpture that is right outside. Hello, Kay. Nice to see you here. Welcome. So, yep. Funnily enough, there's very poor cell phone reception inside the museum, but shopping area, oh no, perfect reception. So the other live stream crashed because I was using Wi-Fi, and there's almost no cell phone reception in the entire museum of the Louvre, but they do have a pretty good Wi-Fi. However, it crashed on me as I was trying to get over to the winged victory sculpture, the winged statue of Saint Thrace, and it crashed. So I couldn't show you that, but I will be posting a short video on it on TikTok, Ariel Vieira, and on Facebook, Urbanist Live. Stay tuned. Ooh, this is a cool store. Nice. Nice artwork. Huh? Hey, Wendy says you're back. Indeed I am. Hello, Joseph. Welcome. Hello, Susie. So if anyone asked any questions in the last live stream, feel free to ask again. Otherwise, we're getting out of here to the outside. So this is my pro tip. Come in through this entrance. The other entrance is going to be crazy long to just enter. Come in through here, you save yourself a lot of time. Wendy says it's been too long. It has, Wendy. Way too long. So here are the foundations, the original ones, of what used to be the castle fortification that predates the Museum of the Louvre. There's some writing inscriptions on it. This way is the metro as well, so the metro connects directly inside the Louvre. Joseph says, are the artworks of Van Gogh in a different museum? There are some Van Goghs, yeah. Not in the Louvre, I think. It should be in a different museum. Van Gogh apparently also was buried in France in a nearby town that also has some of his artworks. This lighting sculpture in front of the old foundations is made by Joseph Kosuth. Ni apparence, ni illusion. Neither appearance nor illusion. 2009. Bensanita says, happy weekend. Happy weekend to you too, Bensanita. I love your name. Where you're from, let me know. Nicholas says, have you been to the Palais Royal? Not yet. I may go soon. So yes, Vincent van Gogh's in Orsay. Thank you so much for letting me know. Again, let me know your name. Once again, I don't know how to read the Cypriot alphabet. Here is a scale model of the Louvre. And we can see actually what's all underground. And we can see the huge glassy pyramid of IMP. Kate, thank you so much, Kate. Thank you for reminding me. I know you've tuned in before, so thank you so much. Here, apparently, you can rent a car. Huh. Interesting. You can rent a car in the Louvre. Fascinating. S-Field says hello again. Have you seen the Mona Lisa yet? Says Martin. Yes. Check out the last broadcast. We see the Mona Lisa about 10 minutes in. We get very close to it. And ladies and gentlemen, of course, we are in the most beautiful museum in the entire world, in one of the most beautiful cities of lights and love, and we're going to find a McDonald's, which is under remodeling. Esfiel says it's expensive to rent a car these days. Yes, I can only imagine. And here's a food court. That's interesting. Wow, this shopping mall is way bigger than I thought it would be. Esfiel says, awesome teas. Oh yeah. Let's go up, shall we? Esfiel says, does it smell like pastries? Not really. No, it does not smell like pastries. It smells pretty neutral. It should be only upscale reservations only. Inside the Louvre, there's like a few restaurants that are reservations. There's one main one that's on the terrace that's beautiful. That's far. Let me know if you see me, hear me again. There's bad cell phone reception. I think it's because we're right above the metro.
Where do we come from again?
The spirits that were ruining the service are gone. Indeed they are. So here we are. The Louvre. Oh, we spotted a true French woman. Beret, striped shirt and everything. Look at that. True French woman right there. There's no doubt in my mind that that woman is 100% French. Hey! Marianne, nice to see you again. Welcome. Rosalba, welcome. Ronald and Baby Channel. Bonjour, mes amis. Right there in the distance, we see the Eiffel Tower. So we have indeed now confirmation, visual confirmation, that we are in Paris. If we don't see the Tower, you can't truly know if you're in Paris. I mean, how can you prove that you're in Paris if you don't see the Eiffel Tower? So if you're in the suburbs of Paris, I'm sorry. It ain't Paris if you can't see it. Yeah. Nicholas says he go to the Palais Royal a wonderful place just on the other side of Louvre. 5 minutes where you're from, says Nicholas. Oh, thank you so much, Nicholas. I appreciate the heads up. Michael says, excellent to watch during my break. Oh, yes. It is truly glorious to watch on break. And here we are. Let me know what you think about this glass pyramid in front of the Louvre. Does it beautify it? Does it ruin it? Does it destroy the sanctity of this great museum? Or does it bring these halls of antiquity into modernity, where it should be? What do you think about this glass pyramid? Esfiel says, I think it's surreal. It adds to it. Yes, indeed. Kay says it ruins it. Wendy says, remember your videos here. Yes, from 2 years ago, 2019. I came here. Now I have a few videos posted on Urbanist 360 tours of this area. Kate says, when you're on the Eiffel Tower, you don't see it. That's a good question. Are you truly in Paris if you don't see the Eiffel Tower and you're on it? That's quite a conundrum right there. It looks random, says Rachel. I mean, I love IMP, but I'm feeling a bit mixed as to this glass pyramid. IMP is an awesome architect. I've talked about him before. He has these brutalist style towers in the middle of New York City, which arguably also kind of intrude on the cityscape between Soho and Greenwich Village. Ashley says it's Illuminati. Indeed, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. That is very interesting. And look, this is another thing. I don't get what the French are doing. It's off-center. Why is this damn pyramid off-center? Or it looks off-center from this angle. Let's see. Yeah, okay. It's still pretty centered. Yeah, it's centered. But if you look at it from a different angle, it looks like you're looking at off-center structure due to the illusion that the glass planes provide. So at least it's not the huge building from the skyscraper area in the distance that was supposed to align with the Louvre, but it was built off-center. Baby Channel says French people are nice. Indeed they are. Yeah, I've had a very good time meeting French people here. Conversations are not so deep because there's still a little bit of a language barrier, but I've had good service from people I've met in restaurants and cafes. Teresa says, you keep cutting off. Cannot enjoy this adventure. I'm so sorry. There's so many people here. Such a high concentration of people. Cell phone reception is inevitably going to suffer. Wow, look at the beautiful sky. Today's really gorgeous sky. No wonder Monet painted such beautiful landscapes in Paris and nearby. What's the best thing you've eaten in Paris? I am famished at this moment. And I haven't had coffee because I had to go to the Louvre at 10:30 a.m. and I did not want to drink Starbucks. So I've been without food since 10:30. So now that you asked, the best food I've eaten was yesterday. I posted a short video on it on TikTok and Facebook. It was an amazing restaurant called Le Philosophes, which is located in the Les Marais district. And everything there is local and very fresh. had steak and frites, basically. So steak and fries. And oh my God. It was just magnificent. Susie says, ooh, wonder if you'll have thunder and lightning. It is forecasted to have thunderstorms. You know, this would be a cool place to see a thunderstorm. Imagine it just like hits on top of the pyramid. It'd be so epic. SPL says, have you had any avocado toast? There is avocado toast that can be found here in Paris. I have not had one yet, though I'm curious how it looks like. JA says, Piramide Chiposa. A cheap pyramid. They probably spend a lot of money. JA, yo más seguro gastaron un montón de dinero construyendo esta pirámide. So, no es tan chiposa. Puede ser que se ve chiposa, pero no es tan chiposa en términos de dinero gastado. So it might look cheap to some people, but they spend a whole lot of money on it. You need a croissant with chocolate inside and a coffee and some quiche. Ooh, actually, that sounds good. Wow. I mean, this is as magical on the outside as it is in the inside. Alex said earlier, does Ariel have OCD? Referring to obsessive compulsive disorder. No. Luckily I do not, but you might be asking that jokingly. No, I just like things centered, you know, especially when this pyramid luckily is centered, but when it comes to, for example, the building in La Défense, which I pointed yesterday from the Arc de Triomphe, when I see that they spend hundreds of years trying to align a boulevard for miles, and then comes a modern architect just to be modern, decides to say, I'm just gonna build it out of alignment. It just sucks. It just sucks. And that's why I assume the French people felt back in the 1980s, where, you know, all this majesty was built through the course of a few hundred years. Those famous rulers in history, Napoleon, Louis XIV, were all involved in here, also the Medici family. And suddenly they say, you know, let's just put a huge glass pyramid in the middle. It's cool, but I can relate to how the French would have felt in the 80s. Ashley says, that's pretty, I want to live here. Yeah, so Napoleon actually lived here. Louis XIV lived here as well. They had apartments here for quite a while for other dignitaries and officials. But it has been a museum since the late 1700s. Esfiel says, to think that some people live like that. Oh, yes. Jeffrey says, Mary Magdalene was buried deep underneath the big pyramid, according to the Templars. Well, according to an amazing book by Dan Brown, The Da Vinci Code, this was the key to finding the burial place of Mary Magdalene right here. It was in the climax of the film. Really great film. If you want to get in the mood for Europe and love action adventure films, check out the Da Vinci Code trilogy, which is the Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons, and the third one is Inferno. I love all of them. Actually, a lot of the videos I did last summer were of the sites featured in, especially in Inferno, because I covered a lot of Italy. Susan asks, is this lit up all night? Yes, it is. It's very beautifully lit up at night. I have a video of it. Search Louvre Urbanist. It'll pop up. It's also very well lit at night as well, so at night I felt safe every time I've done so. Susan says you did a 360. Yes, I did. Yeah, at night at the Louvre. Barry says, are you walking to the Arc de Triomphe? No, I did feature it yesterday, so do check it out. It's a bit far right now, but let me see if we can spot one last thing here. This is something interesting. Toilet brush salesman says, are you going to eat a rabbit dish? Le lapin. Ooh, le lapin. Yeah, that sounds good. Where can I find good rabbit? Let me know. Kate says, so we can actually watch you on the Oculus. Yep, I have a whole host of 360 videos available on YouTube. And there's even more exclusive for patrons. Some of them comes into houses and landmarks, and you can see full 360 perspective using your Oculus. So it's VR, and you can watch it on your phone. Wendy says, can you take us for a meal? Maybe one of these days. Stay tuned.
E questo non te lo fanno vedere perché adesso quando passiamo su quei portici dice.
Wow. Oh. The skies are rumbling. And the Templars are returning. Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi.
Non pagate male, prendiamo l'aereo. Fai la
Rafael says, Mona Lisa, please. Check out the last video. 10 minutes in, we get very close. So right up here, we have monograms of the different rulers that have been here throughout the centuries. Susie says, people get out of the way. Yeah, I was trying to do a perfect symmetrical shot, but it was a bit hard because there was too many people. Alright, let me show you right here the bridge. Irene says construction. Yeah, the people who made these buildings back then were talented, says Irene. They truly were. A lot of that craftsmanship has been lost. Some even stonemason techniques have been lost to history because we just didn't keep them. So it's very sad that we don't build beautiful buildings. Crafted stonework. Oh, that's a cool speedboat there. And right here we have Ile De La Site, which is the island right in the middle of the Seine River, or the River Seine. And that's where a lot of the events of the Hunchback of Notre Dame take place. All right, that was a look into the outside of the Louvre. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see the Mona Lisa, check out the previous video. It's about 10 minutes in. You'll get a super up close look into the Mona Lisa. And I'll be showing you more places all around Europe. Stay tuned. Thursdays through Saturdays at 3 p.m. Western European time. And 4 p.m. Eastern European time, and that's 9 a.m. New York time. So 9 a.m. New York time. See you Thursdays through Saturdays throughout the week, and then short videos as well. Thank you everyone so much for tuning in. Keep being awesome, and always keep on exploring. A bientôt, mon ami.
Oh, okay.